Hello, welcome. This is going to be an SD Gundam video. So this one is of course going to be talking about the poll that I did yesterday, and it says since it was up recently, here's another one. What got you into the SD Gundam series? 6%, or a small portion, said SD Gundam Capsule Fighter Online, which again was sort of the inspiration for Battle Alliance. Then you got a 33% saying the G Generation series, which was again the games that were on the PSP and of course the PC later on with G Generation Cross Rays and PS4 G Generation Genesis. Then you had the SD Gundam series originals, which was before the G Generation series, which started with, I believe it was Overworld or World. And then of course a overwhelming 56%, at least 17 to 18 people said SD Gundam Battle Alliance, which is a very shocking number considering that, again, Battle Alliance is the newest title in the series, but of course it's one of the newer titles with the, action game formula. So I'm quite surprised that a lot of people did start with the most recent title. And of course, Konpeki Taichi ended up saying as well, actually I was a fresh Gundam fan only knowing little about it until I was browsing the Xbox store. Upon SD Gundam Battle Alliance becoming a full-on Gundam fanboy because of one game. Hopefully they'll bring more Gundam games to Xbox. Now, they have done it before with the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games, or Dynasty Warriors Gundam games. I believe Dynasty Warriors Gundam 1, Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3 were on Xbox, so it's not like they haven't done it before. But again, Battle Alliance was more of the recent titles that they did bring over, and it garnered a lot of fans. And I know a lot of people were playing on Xbox and playing on the Switch instead of the PlayStation, which is kind of shocking, but anywho, I digress. Second is, of course, Jason Pamatmat, who stated, did start this game with SD Gundam G Generation Portable, loved the mechanics of the game, and I've been a fan for this game ever since. So again, the G Generation series is of course the tactical RPG titles of the series where you select an action, you move, select an attack, you do it, your opponent does the same thing until either side dies. Now, it's very simplistic, but it does have some nuance to it, again, with skills and, active abilities and, start of turn abilities. So you do have some strategy in there, whereas in Battle Alliance, if you have the stronger mobile suit, you're basically just going to win every time. So there's that. Art Run Mozo, again a very common commenter, said, same like you, Overworld is my first one. I was like, WTF, why did I do no damage to Unicorn in Stage 1? Turns out I feel blocks range beam damage. Yes, that is right. In those games, abilities did matter. Now again, in Battle Alliance, they do have eye fields in the game, which do nullify beam damage, but if you have the Piercer skill, you can make those go down very easily. Or if you're using physical range damage or melee, you just ignore them outright. So that's quite interesting. And again, Jason Matmat said, I forgot to include SD Gundam Force. And I stated I couldn't do it. Like I said, YouTube sadly only allows 4 options, but I appreciate your output. Again, that's what I said. I appreciate the output. So, I don't know. Like I said, the SD Gundam games have been with me for a while. Again, this one right here, as you see, SD Gundam G Generation Overworld. I played the original, non-patched one. I played the Japanese version a little bit, but then the English translation came out, and I played the English translation. I finally finished it after a while, and let's just say I had a lot of fun with it. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. It's a ton of fun. There's a lot of characters in there, and it goes a lot farther than you might think. It doesn't have a linear story. It has a linear storyline, but it sort of jumps between the different franchises instead of how in Battle Alliance where you go down a timeline, which, funnily enough, they took that little timeline or a little, division thing from the other SD G Generation games from the PS4, whereas SD Gundam G Generation Genesis has the timeline going down in UC in chronological order, and of course SD Gundam G Generation Cross Rays, which goes from Wing all the way to the end of, I believe it's Iron-Blooded Orphans Gecko in that sort of span. So, I don't know. Like I said, I enjoyed the G Generation series, and I'm glad a lot of you did as well. So again, if you did not participate in the poll, go ahead, do so, and also comment down below if you didn't get the chance to on where you got started in the SD Gundam series. So again, if you enjoyed, you can of course leave a comment, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!